sight. All the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps in creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
But certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 46 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurts.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well in this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Swift.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Swift again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift.
I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-ups.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 74 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now here's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
Grant Calcaterra.
You get throw, go for 2.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the 1st half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here
Yeah,
rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out.
Hurts will throw.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
On first down, Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Tershawn Wharton
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone set.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here comes 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try from Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.